guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cara. In today's video we're going to be talking about the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why, and I just want to talk about the issues that it featured in the show and why it is such an important show and why I think everyone should watch it. So if you'd like to see what I'm going to talk about in this video, then please keep watching. So 13 Reasons Why is a Netflix series that is originally a book, and it came out I think a week ago on Netflix, and is about a girl called Hannah Baker, and she's a 17-year-old girl who commits suicide. And that's not a spoiler or anything because in the trailer it shows that is what the show is about. So Hannah commits suicide and she leaves 13 tapes, and every tape is a reason why, and it's about either a person, a particular event, or something that's just kind of happened, which is a reason why she's not here anymore. And the tapes get given to a boy called Clay, who is kind of our main character in the show. And Clay listens to the tapes, and basically once you finish all 13 tapes, you pass it on to the next person who was number 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. This show features a lot of different topics, and I just want to talk about them because in Australia 8 people a day die from suicide, and that is more than our road toll, which is the most frequently talked about killer of all time on our roads. And I don't think there's not enough awareness about suicide awareness. I know people don't like talking about it because it's such a sensitive topic, but the fact that 8 people a day die from suicide and you never hear about it, I don't think that is good at all. Basically in this show there's topics such as, well, obviously suicide, there is mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, there is self-esteem issues, it also kind of talks about rape, and it shows the kind of situations around rape. It doesn't do it in a way that you feel uncomfortable watching it. Of course you're going to feel uncomfortable watching it, but it explores, what the victim feels like, what the perpetrator feels like, and stuff like that. It also talks about family drama and just overall just being kinder to somebody. Like Hannah, the way she records the tape, she says, just a basic "how are you going" could have saved her life. And it's these kind of things that I think people don't think about when they have friends and family who are going through these kind of issues. And I personally, once I finished the show, I burst into tears watching the last episode. And once I finished it, I messaged my friends and I was like, I love you. If you ever want to talk to somebody, if anything ever comes up, if you honestly just want me to ask how you're going, please just let me know. I'm always here for you, because you never truly know what somebody is going through unless you ask. And I personally know how hard it is to ask for help. I hate asking for help. I feel like I'm such a burden, and that is similar to what Hannah felt like in the series. She didn't like asking for help because it was a burden on people, and if she asked for help, a lot of the time people would make it like she was asking for attention, that the situation was just being brought onto her, that it was all about Hannah and not about what was going on. And I think it's a very big stigma, because with things such as suicide, people are asking for help. People don't just go and go kill themselves, and no one knows why, no one knows what reasons. People are asking for help if someone starts withdrawing from their friends, they stop eating, they stop going to their social activities like sports or after school activities, if they just suddenly don't want to leave their house, they just want to stay in bed. That is honestly a cry for help. I don't understand why people just think I don't know, but people want help. People don't want to do this. At the end of the day, people want to get better. I found this show super, super hard to watch in some episodes. Actually the last episode where Hannah did commit suicide, because in the lead up, in all the episodes, it's kind of like flashbacks, and that's when Hannah's in the show. So it talks about, you see the flashback of what happened, and that's what the tape's about. And then you see the current day with all her friends and family and what they're going through now. And the first episode I was fine, it didn't really explore any of the issues, and as the episodes went on, I kind of found they got darker and darker, and the issues got more severe, and they kind of got a bit hard to watch. Some episodes I was like, oh, this is making me feel a bit uncomfortable, but that's what the producers want you to do. They want people to feel uncomfortable because then they're going to talk about it, and if people start talking about it, it's going to make the conversation float, and people are going to start talking about it, and the stigma of this is just going to just not be so hyped up as like scary or uncomfortable to talk about. Of course it's uncomfortable, like of course it's scary, but it needs to be talked about, just like how depression is and anxiety is, and say mental health disorders, or even like disabilities like ADHD and autism. People never used to talk about them, but now they do, and they're such a widespread talked about thing. So what I really like about this show in particular is how I personally haven't seen a TV show that has discussed things such as teen suicide, rape, stalking. There is teen alcohol and drugs, and I've watched shows where that's obviously shown, but it's not shown in how it can ruin someone's life. It can change everything from them going to school, from going to work, from like cheerleading, from sports, how it can literally change everything in someone's life. And I felt that the show was actually a real show. Like I felt like this is actually could happen in today's day and age. I could picture this happening in a high school down the road from me. I could picture this happening. And I think that is a great way that the show's been filmed, because the characters are so relatable that a lot of people will be able to relate to the characters, and therefore, they can relate to Hannah and how she's been left out, she hasn't got any friends, her friends do this, blah, blah, blah. And they can be like, yeah, that's me. And I'm still here, but I can relate to how Hannah's feeling and how she was feeling in regards to this, and this. So I definitely think if you haven't watched it, please definitely watch it. It is 13 episodes. They go for about 54 minutes long, so it is a longer series than normal, which have like 40-minute episodes, but it's definitely one that you need to watch. If you have friends who haven't watched it, tell them to watch it. If you have friends who say they don't like it, tell them to watch it anyway. I think the more people that watch it, the more this topic is going to be more widely accepted, and I think that is a great thing. And I congratulate the cast, because they portrayed such a great show, and now I'm really, really interested in reading the book, because it's been out for years, and now apparently people have said that the book is better than the show, and I don't know how, because the show was incredible. So I think I might have to get the book now. Please watch 13 Reasons Why, and if you have, please leave it in the comments down below what you thought about it, and some comments that, did you find it confronting? Did you find it hard to watch? A lot of people have said that it's a very triggering show, so if they experience, depression, suicidal thoughts, they couldn't actually watch the show. So that's you. I'd love to talk about it. I'd love to create a discussion about this. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I make videos every single week, and give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.